Hi, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Um, I'll do a quick sound check here. Can you hear me okay? Welcome to Pirate Radio, to a special edition of Pirate Radio. Um, hey, Tribbles, Nickel, how you doing? Again, can you guys hear me? Am I coming through or? No, your sound is fine. Before it was choppy. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it might have been because of the cheesy way that I piped in the cover music. So, good evening. Welcome to Pirate Radio. We're doing an interview tonight. Um, hey, Callie, Mary, Nico. Hi, Addie. Welcome. I'm just waiting for our guests to arrive, and I wonder, I should see if I can get the link up too. I need beauty. I'm just gonna text her, guess, and see where she is. Betsy, we are live. You. Hey Ray, how you doing tonight? I bet you it's cold where everybody is. Seems to be a polar vortex, and it's hitting everybody from Michigan to Florida to Texas. I saw Texas had snow. Florida had snow. She doesn't know how to do it. Seems Betsy doesn't know how to get up here because she's waiting for me to pop up on her. There you are. Hi, Betsy. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. And why isn't the link a dropping? There's the link. Now, what you do is you just click on it, and that'll bring you backstage. So our special guest is Betsy Baye. Um, it's always a pleasure for me to talk to other musicians and talk shop talk. Sometimes when I'm either being interviewed or interviewing other musicians on the telephone, the hours can go by having these conversations. So I anticipate it'll be interesting to talk to Betsy if we can find her. So it's Wednesday, January the 22nd. It's like minus 25, I think, degrees Celsius here in where I am. No, you have to stay on, Betsy. You can you. Uh, Let me see. What you have to do is you have to click on the link. Oh no, I've done it. Click on the link again, and it'll say it's going to bring you backstage. Continue backstage. Oh, do you have COVID, Alethea? What a bummer. I get my shots. Uh, okay, Betsy, I'll send the link again. Uh, oh, shit. I done. Mhm. It'll automatically put you there, Betsy. Just click the link and follow the instructions, and it should bring you right there. Uh, there's not really much I can, unless you want to text me if you when as you go through. Try that link. That should get you on. Hey, Terry, maybe that last link I sent you wasn't any good. Try that link, Betsy. That should get you there. She shouldn't really have to make a Restream account, though, Addie. I don't think. Hi, Drifter. Oh, I think you're here. I can hear you. There you are.
Okay.
You made it.
Hi.
Hi, Betsy. How you doing?
Hi. I'm doing great. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm
Likewise.
a little technical lackey here.
Now that you made it, I think I might have sent you a bad link the first time because I
Oh,
noticed the second link I sent you was a little different. And that's what
okay.
changed it on me.
All
But you
right.
made it. It wasn't that tough, eh?
No, it worked out.
So it's always a pleasure for me to interview and to talk to other musicians. I uh, I I get caught sometimes, and time just ticks away, and um, it's always interesting to me to compare notes and to just gab about the business. Um, you've been in the business for a while, Betsy. First of all, I'll start. You were born and raised in Detroit City. Did I lose you? Uh oh. Can you hear me, Betsy?
Yeah, it's like there's feedback or a lag.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't. Hold on. Let me try taking my headphones off.
I can hear other people too, kind of. Yeah, but
Is it cold where you are, Betsy?
yeah, it's cold. We got probably 3 feet of snow today. See, we got some kind of audio problem.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's lagging really bad.
Huh. Okay, well, let's try this. Let me go down. Hold on. Just stay where you are for a sec. I'm going to pop down and. How's that? Is that any better? Oh, I have an idea. Just bear with me a sec. I got a feeling I can fix it in one. How's that, Betsy? Is that better?
I'm not sure. Um,
Yeah, I think it is.
is my voice? Okay,
You
cool.
you answered me right away, so I think I know
Great.
what it was. The extra
Okay,
extra
cool.
cancellation was on, so that's going to take some time going into a feedback, I guess. Cool. So, where do we start, Betsy?
Well,
You're a singer. You've been singing all your life, pretty much. I guess that's primarily what you do.
we've got that lag again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll ask you a question. Your name's Betsy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you answered me right away. Unless, oh, do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what you do. You close your YouTube without closing the restream window. Close your YouTube window because it's going into the YouTube. So don't close the restream window, but close your YouTube window or mute it.
Is that better?
I don't hear an echo. Do you hear an echo still?
I don't I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah,
Yay.
okay. That's what it was.
Yay.
That's just another little thing. You got to remember to do that when you go on a panel because you're
Okay.
hearing after it goes through all the channels and everything and then coming through the other end, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try again. So you're a singer, Betsy.
Well, yeah, I now that I've picked up the bass, I'm only singing a handful of songs, but I used to front a rock band, kind of a rock blues band, for probably 10 or 15 years. I had to take some time off. And yeah, so it was a really great experience. Got lots of great stories, went through a ton of players, and finally ended up with a really smoking hot band. We were playing four, 3 or 4 nights out of the week. Um,
That's a pretty busy schedule.
yeah, we did private parties too. So, and I live in a resort area, and so most of the work was Fridays and Saturdays, but we'd get occasional Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday things.
Right.
Um, so those gigs where you don't have to move the equipment, 3 or 4 times,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
pretty
best,
good.
where you can get a house gig.
For
But
sure.
yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah, I mean, moving the equipment is part of the whole deal, and until you get can hire people to do it for you, or until you get big enough shows for people to do it for you, it's a ugly truth of the part of it is
yeah.
getting up and lugging the stuff around.
Yeah, but you get the occasional nice people who leave you a big fat tip and they carry your stuff out for you. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's cool.
A lot of venues, there's usually people that want to help and don't
Yeah,
mind hanging around, and that are hanging around and don't mind helping out.
right.
That's
And
always,
then you always get the musicians who don't want anybody to touch their stuff.
yeah.
Don't I'll do it myself, and that's cool too. We used years ago. We carried around a Hammond and a Leslie, and
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, oh my
I used to
heavens,
do
that
that.
was that was just crazy town.
Tell me about it. There was a time when I had my Hammond M3, a Leslie
Oh god,
speaker, and I still had my Yamaha CP 30, and I still had a little Crummer organ that I carried for synthesizer sound, and
dude.
Fender Rhodes.
Did you have a girlfriend to carry all your shit for you?
The guys hated me. They hated me because I was the worst. I had all that stuff. I wouldn't use them all for every gig, but there was the
No.
occasional move, especially from one rehearsal spot to another, that they dreaded.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. I know that. Yep. It got to the point where it's like, okay, we get a trailer, or we seriously consider downsizing. And as we get older, you know, I'm not going to carry around a bunch of crap with me. I'm
Yeah,
just not gonna. I mean, yeah, extra cables, little things, but I'm not. I just have an Ampeg bass amp that I take out for gigs, and I got a little tiny practice amp for here,
yeah,
so it works just fine.
for sure. I'm lucky being a keyboardist. I usually go through the PA,
Right?
so I just
Yeah.
have to carry my axe, the keyboard
Yeah.
itself, and I have a portable, and I it's was it they still complain a little bit because it's 88 weighted keys, so it's
Right.
not small. It's got a little bit of uh, girth to it, but it's still not like it was before with all that
Right.
stuff I used to carry.
Yeah. My husband designed and built a stand, and he's got a smaller keyboard. I don't know the details to it, but he made a lightweight stand. It's like 32 ounces. It's made out of carbon fiber and
Cool.
epoxies. I mean, and it's tough as nails, and it all folds together. He can carry all of his crap and his saxophones in one haul from the car,
Yeah,
which is great.
that's what it's all
Amp,
about.
right? Amp, keyboard, stand, horn over the shoulder.
That's right.
And,
Less trips, the better.
yeah. So yeah, I've been following your channel for a few years, and you've kind of been really encouraging and really positive about me picking up the bass. So first things first, I really appreciate you encouraging me, to not give up, because a lot of times, I'd never played an instrument before. I had piano lessons as a kid, but a lot of times, I make like a quick I learn something really quick, and then like 2 or 3 weeks will go by and I don't feel any
Yeah,
advancement or all. And I mean, I've got the personality where I just want to throw it out into the highway or something. I
yeah.
mean, I'm like, fuck it, I can't learn this. But you've been really encouraging and
Well, that
playing those tunes, and I really appreciate your channel and your encouragement, on this journey. I really
well
do.
that's great. That's encouraging to me. Thank you. That's how practicing is, though. It's sort of like that: two steps forward, one step back.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
put up with the sort of slower period and keep grinding away, and then you get a big
Like a
plus.
plateau.
Yeah, you get a big rush
You
at
go in
something.
steps.
Yeah, that's how it is. Oh, it's always been like that for me. A little
Man.
bit of work, and then you get a huge payback. And
Well, it's sure, I mean, I don't have rock and roll fantasies, I'm past all that stuff.
yeah,
I'm just I'm out there, I'm making my whatever $150 sometimes a night, you know,
yeah, yeah. They don't
doing
pay much, eh? The
Oh no,
venue.
the pay hasn't gone up in 25 years. I
That's
mean,
right. Yeah.
it's the
Well, the
same
last
shit every year.
15, anyways, it hasn't changed any up here. It's
Yeah, the
still,
private parties, you can get some money, you
yeah, the
know,
weddings, the golf
casinos are
tournaments,
good. Casinos,
casinos are really good.
right. Yep. I did a few of those. That was a lot of fun. Um,
Yeah,
taking you got to take your top-notch players. You can't be screwing around.
well, casinos would have a bigger venue. They up here, anyways. They have bigger venues. You land,
Right.
you get the 3, 4,000 people seating
Right.
of arenas, not arenas, but concert halls that I guess
Auditoriums and stuff.
auditorium, yeah. That
Mhm.
I don't know. You got to fill those seats.
Yeah, we did the bars and the casinos. Um, I wasn't able to do something like that. And I was just a bar bum. Um, and like now I've got a full size group that we take for the clubs and stuff. And then my sister and I do this little like it's kind of folky, it's sing-alongs, Simon and Garfunkel, a little bit of Beatles,
Oh yeah,
uh, Arlo Guthrie, stuff like that. I'm learning, or trying. I am learning the "Walking Down a Country Road," the James
right.
Taylor tune,
Yep,
um, "Time in a Bottle,"
yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's all great stuff, and people remember they touch on their past with music like that, and that's what they want to hear, reminisce
Yeah,
past, and that's
right.
basically the venues up this way, and I imagine it's the same with you. It's either they want to hear something they can dance to, tap their toe to, or something they can heavily reminiscent to and maybe even cry to.
Yeah. Yep, that's the way it is. I like I said, I live in a resort community, and uh, it's weirdly we have a lot of country music. People
Oh yeah.
love I don't personally care for it much. Some of it is, of course, is great, but
Yeah, like the country rock sort of the stuff with the different
yeah, Bob Seger, I'm doing that Shame on the Moon, and people just go bananas.
great song.
It's a great song, right?
Yeah.
Uh, we've got like two steppers and dance groups that come through,
Oh yeah.
and boy, they want Johnny Cash
Oh
and
yeah. Okay.
Willie Nelson, Elvis,
Yeah.
stuff like that drives me kind of a little bit crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean. One of the bands I'm in, we play a lot of sort of top 40. Uh,
Yeah.
dance, Mustang Sally.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, and yeah,
well,
I take the good with the bad, and we play a little
yeah,
BTO. I find something in every song to make me
sure.
enjoy it. Like
Right.
Mustang Sally, I just solo through the whole thing, and I treated it
Yeah.
as a scale exercise.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I get it.
Brown Eyed Girl.
Yep.
But that's what the venues wanted. They wanted
Yeah.
and that's what we give them. That's the
Yep.
one band I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to get by with just the one band if I wasn't playing music somewhere that I wanted to play. So
Yeah.
luckily, I have the outlets to be able to do that. Play.
Yep.
I play in a few bands actually, and
Yeah.
one of them is we play some really good music like Doobie Brothers and
Oh,
70s,
yeah.
70s orientated stuff, like the stuff I
Yeah.
play on pirate radio.
That's
So,
great.
and I
Yeah.
imagine it's the same for you. That's what keeps your sanity, playing the songs you like.
Yeah, like that Stormy, we weren't
Yeah,
really sure how it would go over, and people dance to it and sing along to it. They love it.
yes,
Um, and stuff like that. I really like try and move in that direction, and songs that they'll go, "Oh yeah, I remember that great old song,"
yeah, yeah.
that
I
the other
remember where I
bands aren't
was.
doing. Yeah, like my husband plays with this band that plays your Mustang Sally, Brown Eyed Girl, Hang On Sloopy,
Yeah,
stuff like that. But and they bring them in,
yeah,
they bring them in, and they've got a big social media presence where we really don't. We just kind of got rolling. And again, I don't have rock and roll fantasies. I just want to go play around and make a couple bucks, that's all.
yeah, and do something you like to do. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm learning something new all the time. It's great.
so
So,
how many piece band or is it? Is it just you and your sister?
well, I have the duo, and that's what my sister and I play.
Oh, okay. And what does your sister play? Guitar, right?
She plays guitar and sings, yeah. And that's when we do like coffee houses, and we were supposed to play a pizza joint tonight, but there was too much snow. They didn't even open.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
then we play in a 5 piece.
Oh,
So
yeah.
lead guitar, keyboard, saxophone, drum, bass, rhythm.
Cool.
So yeah, that's a lot of fun. And they
And
want
what
that
kind of music?
country. It's really fulfilling. It's really brought a lot of joy to my life. I had to, like I said, I was in that rock band for a long time, and I had to take some time off.
Right.
And man, I missed being out in front of people, having fun and carrying on.
Yeah.
And I got back, during that time I lost all my contacts, stuff like that, lost the connections with people, and
Yep.
um so it's kind of hard to break back into the scene, but
Yeah. You got to start all over again, I guess, in a sense.
well, kind of. It's a small community, so people are like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah."
Yeah. I try and
So
make it a point to make sure that I meet the owner of every venue we play at
yeah,
just
yeah,
for a cold call sometime in the future with one of my various other bands.
that's
So
right.
it's good to make connections and to nurture them. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's uh, that's terrific that um, you can do that. You've the bass. So the bass was the first instrument that you played that you've ever played.
yeah. I had piano lessons as a young
Right.
young
Yeah.
teen, and I just unfortunately I didn't pursue that. However, it did give me a foundation to have kind of a basic idea,
The
of
theory. Yeah.
chord structure, time signatures, you know. So yeah, 100 years passed and I picked up the bass.
Cool.
Like 35 years went by or 40 years.
Did you take any? I forget that you told me you took any. Like sometimes people will go and get a pickup lesson or two at their local music shop for the guitar, piano, or whatever, just to learn a few extra things. Did you ever do such a thing, or?
Well, I've got some really great bass player friends that
Ah,
have been kind of helping me.
uh,
Um, there's another group that I'm going to be woodshedding with that they actually asked me to play in their band. I was really like, what?
nice.
Um, yeah, so I'm going to be playing around with their music. Um, I'm sorry, what did you ask me? I went off on something else.
You were doing good. I think I asked you. I don't. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, but
oh
that's
yeah, first instrument. No, I haven't taken any classes. I
yeah,
haven't Yeah, I haven't taken any classes. I've been using YouTube and my ears.
cool. If you can rip
Really.
songs like that and make them, make it and make it all presentable, then you're on the right track. You must have something.
No, thanks. I got
Um,
timing. My sister, I noticed I've worked with a couple because I'm so new. I've only worked with just a few drummers, right?
mhm.
And oh my, I can tell, it's like I'm really smart on the timing and I can really tell when somebody is, I learn like to try to, I'm trying to control that groove.
Yeah,
Uh, Geez, oh Pete's, I didn't realize how many drummers couldn't keep
it drives me crazy.
time.
It absolutely drives me crazy when a drummer
Oh my
slows down in
God.
the middle of a song and then picks it back up again.
Oh God.
I've had a
And
few
I,
drummers in the past like that, and it's the difference
oh,
between a good drummer and a bad drummer. Because
yeah.
anybody that should be drumming should have an inner sort of metronome, and
Well,
that they run on the clock. And if they don't have that, you have no business drumming. Pick up
right.
the
Well,
spoons or something.
yeah, right. Well, I this last weekend, I think I told you a little bit in the email, but this last weekend, the Friday night, um, we had great players. We couldn't really hear very well. The monitor system wasn't great, and so it was just not quite meshing. I mean, we got through, we got paid, nobody threw shit at us or anything.
Right? Yeah.
Um, but there was some hotsy totsy fancy pants people there. There was like a sound gal that runs the sound for all kinds of people. There was players, and we were just making it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Saturday was amazing. Saturday was, I mean, it was the one of the best musical experiences I've had so far playing bass. I mean, it was like magic. It was
Yeah.
like magic. But there was no important people there. I
Right.
was
It
like,
always
damn it,
does that. I know.
shit.
I know. But you made that magic. You made it happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it
know.
was really, really great.
Nights
Really
like that
great.
are great. When the songs just flow into each other and
Yeah.
everybody solos, the crowd's right into it.
Yep.
Everybody's solos are right on the money.
Yep. It was really good.
Do they give
We
you any bass solos yet? Or
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. I was gonna I tested out the camera on my computer and the audio, and it won't even pick up the bass for some, like it hardly picks it up. I was gonna
oh,
sing
go
Stormy to you.
yeah, go into settings and
Um,
the echo cancellation will be on. You want to turn it off. And just don't be like me and forget to turn it back on again. Like I got a feeling that was the problem. So
Oh,
if you want
I'm
to
not gonna.
record a musical instrument, that's a little tip. Echo
Okay.
cancellation in the under audio in the settings. You can text me if you get lost and you're looking for it.
Well, maybe another time. I mean, if you invite me back up, I'll do it. Because
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
saying.
so new, I'm really new at this. I've never even seen any of this stuff before, so
Yeah,
I
it's
don't want to get lost.
yeah. I I know what it's because I record and we trade licks all the time on what on
Oh,
the app WhatsApp and between band members and
oh,
that's how
cool.
we do a lot of communicating through social media. Like every band I'm in, we all have a social media, whether it's on WhatsApp, Messenger, or whether we do it by email. But we all there's a central we all use social media to communicate.
Yeah,
It's been
I mean,
really
I've done Zooms, and this is the first time I've been on a panel.
have you
I'm just
jammed on Zoom before?
no.
I hear there's a Zoom app. It's almost impossible to play with another instrument, like two instruments to play via computer lines to jam together because of there's always going to be a little bit of a uh, lag, time shift. So you can never get it proper. You'll be really
Right,
lucky if you do. But there's a Zoom app where you see them sometimes on YouTube, people playing together remotely, putting their pieces together and making one song. But I haven't
right,
found it yet. I have to look into it because
yeah,
I think that's a great way for to give instructions and
right,
to just trade licks with other members of your band.
right.
Say
Well,
you're learning a bass lick and you want to know how it goes in a certain song, and Buddy wants to help you out, and you just go on your app and you can do real time together. Play together.
wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not something I've ever done,
Zoom has
but
got it. I just have to find it.
cool.
Yeah. Well, I think that uh, how often do you like being in front of an audience? Is it if you're like me, I'm a bit of a ham. I love performing for people. How do you feel about it?
I'm quite a ham too.
Yeah.
I don't mind being out in front of people. There's a lot in the summertime in my area. There's a ton of outdoor music and festivals, and I mean every night of the week pretty much. And people will say, "Oh, you're the girl in Benzie that's always dancing," because I love dancing and just carrying on and having fun.
Yep.
I got no problem at all being out in front of people. My parents, were always encouraging Andy and I both, my sister and I, to be engaging and interested and, you know, I don't know, just not be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, for
Don't.
sure. I think I found that out about myself at a young age. I Because
Hmm.
I was uh, a lot of times the goof in front of the class that made a spectacle of myself and landed me in the principal's office a few times over
Oh
my
yeah.
years. But I soon figured out that I like to perform and just be an idiot in front of people.
Yeah. Right.
So I take it out through the music, anyways. Uh, do you? So a lot of your where you play, it's your sister and you sit down and you have a few sets that put together?
Mhm.
Like, how many songs do you guys have you normally play in a given night?
Right. Well, we do probably like when we do a 3 hour night, it's usually 12 songs a set, 3 sets. But a
Right.
2 hour, so a 2 hour night, we're that's like the when I'm playing with her with a duo, just she and I. Like I say, we do probably maybe 25 or 30 songs. I don't have a whole lot of songs under my belt. I mean, that's it's part of
You,
why I'm playing catch up.
yeah. Well, you keep learning one a week or whatever rate you go at. I mean, I can't play the same at home when I'm practicing. I have to bring on new music constantly. I have to
Yeah,
be learning new stuff, new songs, just to keep sharp. But
yeah.
and that's before you know 100 songs, 200 songs.
Well, the trick though is to learn past the hook. You can go through a couple of verses and chorus and then you got to keep going with it. You can't just learn the best part of the song and there's a
Yeah,
guitar
of
player.
course. That's right.
There's there's a guitar player around here that does a lot of the open mic nights and stuff.
Yeah,
And that's his deal, is he knows the song up to the hook, and
right.
he'll play
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
hook and then he's like blah, 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 fumbling around.
The intro to every song, but he can't get past
Yeah,
a certain
exactly.
part. Yeah,
But God bless him, he gets up there on open mic night and does the best he can. So
that's right. He's still getting
hey
up
man,
there and
do
doing
it.
something.
Yep. So I'm always trying to it's yeah, the open mics are really interesting around here. Do you ever do open
I
mics anymore?
haven't. I haven't for. I've been like to. Uh, it's not open mic though. There'll be a house band, and then you can play any instrument and get up and play.
Oh,
So
so
it'll
that's
be. I forget, there's a name for it, but it's slipping me right now. But you can sing. The band will back you up, or if, like I've gone up and played piano before, or if you play guitar, they'll loan you a guitar and you go up and play.
wow.
Yeah,
That must be they must be pretty seasoned musicians to be able to just whip out whatever song the person wants to do, right?
it's not that hard really because you support one another, and between like you get used to it. I can learn a song in about under a minute, the gist of it. If someone tells, especially if it's a 3-4 chord song, and someone
Yeah,
tells me the chords, and you've
yeah, I
heard the
hear
song
you.
before, it's easy.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you got big ears. My husband does that. And most of the musicians I work with can pretty much pick up a tune after, go out and hear it in the car on break and come
yeah,
in
I'll
and
play a
play
few
it.
bars and I'll try and see what I can
Right.
do. But
Yeah, there's been gigs where I've taken a recording out to the car on break and went
right,
in and played it.
yeah, yeah. Have you guys ever like tested a song out for the first time on a gig? Like,
Um, I don't think so with me playing bass, but I might have back in the old days.
right, right,
But I
yeah,
don't think I have yet. But that's one of my goals is to be able to go to open mic and have somebody say, "Hey, I need a bass player. Can you do this 1 4 5 and A, or whatever."
yeah,
I want to be able to have big enough ears to where I can step in and pick up your basic stuff.
yeah. That's all comes with time and just getting used to. Like so many songs are blues based that
Right.
if you know the basic blues and all the keys, you can usually transition to a lot of songs. Uh,
Yeah.
and then I don't think there is any other secrets other than just it comes to you in time.
Yeah. Well, I'm only how I think I'm coming up on 3 years this May. sometime in May, I think. I
Hmm.
so um, we'll just see. I'm still loving it and enjoying every minute of it.
That's the big part that you're still loving it. Then you're not going to.
Absolutely.
Then you're hooked for life, probably.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm hooked to performing. I don't know if I could be a comedian or what, but
I know
music
a
is
little bit of
involved.
everything, but I we that's funny that happened to us. We hadn't for some reason the lead singer of one of our bands wanted to do play that funky music, White Boy, and we
Oh,
had discussed it, but we had never played it. And then he decides to pull it out of his hat in the middle of one of our shows. Hey, let's do this one. We're going, no, no, man, no, we can't. We've never even tried it. And come on, let's do it, let's do it. So we tried it, and we ripped it. It was really good.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
not a song we would usually play, but
Right.
it turned out good. He knew how to play it because he played it with
Yeah,
another band of his, and then we had a quick crash course uh, huddle, and then we pulled it off, and the crowd loved it. We were
yeah.
lucky. Could have went
My
either
sis-
way.
my sister wants to do another one bites the dust.
Uh oh.
I'm like, Anne, you got to be kidding me. I don't want to we don't have lasers and BS like that. But it's
Yeah,
all that bass line. The whole song is the bass line,
it
you
is
know, and the singer.
in the drum.
And yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. But it did come up on because I searched up easy bass easy bass songs or whatever.
And
And
it
it was
came
like
up.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That was
The
yeah.
next one is Running Down a Dream. Um and then I got to practice those songs for that other band. They've got
Oh
some
yeah,
good
running down a dream that would go pretty easy too because it's.
yeah.
I know the basics of that song. I played
Yeah.
that a few weeks ago with somebody. That's Tom Petty.
Yeah. What kind of motorcycle do I own? Let's see. I've got a 98 Super Dyna Harley Davidson.
Nice,
Yep, I put these short little shocks on the back so it sits real low.
nice.
Um and I got it painted I call it angry orange, but it's like Harley orange. It's pretty cool. But I think I got to sell it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, it is too bad, but I got another project.
Oh yeah,
I'm always doing projects.
that's
So,
good.
yeah.
I wouldn't get on a motorcycle ever again. I used to ride years ago, mostly Japanese. I had a some Kawasaki's KZs, uh,
Yeah.
and but I wouldn't get on one now. I mean, I'll get on a bicycle, but not a motorcycle. My balance ain't what it used to be.
Well, like I say, we are in a tourist community, and so I can ride from April, I guess, till maybe Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
But there's so many people and they scare the animals. And we've got so much construction going on and it's just not safe around here anymore.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
never been really safe, but
Well, you know what? Part of it is, and I don't want to come off sounding the wrong way, but it's now with there's so many people on the roads, at least
yeah,
around everywhere. I notice everybody and their sister has a car, and the roads are so congested that it's
yep.
crazy. It's dangerous to ride a bike. Like I lost a buddy a year ago on his
Mm.
Harley Davidson. He was side T-boned by a car going through an intersection as he was waiting to make a left-hand turn, and
Oh
it
man.
killed him.
Yeah.
I had a one
Yeah.
buddy who he was crazy. If a car got into his lane while he was on his motor, one time a car got into his lane when he was on his motorcycle. So he patiently waited till the next stoplight, put the kickstand, got off his bike, and started kicking in the guy's fender. And all the
Yeah.
guy, uh, I won't say he's a friend of mine, but I know the guy. And the guy in the car didn't know what to do. He just sort of sank in his seat and was horrified that the
Yeah.
fender was going to hurt him. But he almost killed him. He went into his right into his lane while he was on his motorcycle. So
Yeah.
a lot of careless drivers. A lot of people over from other countries who don't know how to drive, I guess. Or have you ever seen what they drive like in India?
Oh my God.
You ever seen their
Yeah, and there's
intersections?
and there's all those little tiny bikes out there too, you know?
I know, yeah. It's
Wow,
crazy.
there's a lot. How many people you got on here? Does it tell me?
I can tell. There's 12 now.
Oh,
We
good.
got up to
Hi,
20 at one
everybody.
point.
Cool. Yeah, we start talking equipment and people get bored.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's part of the spiel.
Yeah.
To talk
Yeah.
equipment. What kind of bass you got?
Super cheap. It's a Yamaha.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it was, and it sounds all right. It's not anything super special. I think when after I get a little better, I'll probably move up to something nicer,
yeah.
you know?
You can pick up even the Fender Precisions, or I can make half decent basses, and they're pretty cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. At some point, when I get better, I'll
Yeah,
get,
oh yeah. Play the shit out of your Yamaha. My
yeah,
keyboard's a Yamaha. I got a Yamaha keyboard.
they're not too bad.
No, I bet. Um, and where do you guys rehearse? In your
Usually
basement?
at her place, I got a tiny house that I set my stuff up in and stuff, but it's too small for a full group. So we usually go out to her house. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We
And she's
there was a time when you could up here, anyways. Uh, you they were a lot more of them. Rehearsal studios where you can rent a room that has drums, amps for two guitars, amps for a bass, a PA system, microphones, all for
yeah.
$20 an hour, $25 an hour, and there's still a few of them around. But in my new adoptive city, it's pretty far, and they don't. They used to be four here, and they all went out of business. So I guess it's a tough go to have a business like that. But that's what pretty much what we rely on to for our bands to rehearse in. I have a
Hmm.
little studio in my basement, but it's too small, and I've had five guys in there before, and it's
Yeah.
it's just not big enough.
Yeah. Well, where I'm located is really close to Interlochen School of Music or Interlochen School of the Arts.
Oh
So
yeah,
we've got a ton of musicians around, young people playing, you know, but as far as rehearsal houses or rehearsal spaces, I really don't know of any around here, but there's like few recording studios, you know, and they're pretty great. I'm
yeah.
not gonna we're not gonna do that yet.
That's a bit of
If
money.
ever. Right.
That's probably gonna run into the hundreds an hour, though. No,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
So, and like I said, we don't have any real social media uh platform or anything. But Andy, my sister, is talking about hiring somebody to do some video and like at our shows or whatever, just to get
yeah,
us out there.
yeah. We did that. We hired. husband and wife team to do a promo video of the Trainwreck band that I'm a member of, and I put up some of the video on YouTube, uh, and they did a they came out to one of our shows and did the whole show, and then they made some promotionary videos, three
Oh,
of them,
cool.
for us to send to venues, patrons, or I mean venues for uh, uh, promotion and for possible hire. And
Mhm.
it was about, I think we paid about $600.
Yeah, I did all that for years ago when I fronted that rock band, but I'm not sure we're gonna really push it that hard. I mean, a couple weekends a month and a couple weekends with the duo show, and I that's probably, if we get slow, we'll go hang out um at the uh open mic nights and get picked up, doing something, but I don't really want to work every single weekend. That got old too, you know.
Yeah, it does. But I kind of want to get back into that again. Maybe not every weekend, but almost through the
Yeah,
summer, through the spring, summer, and part of the fall.
yeah,
I that's one of the reasons that I'm I play in so many bands to do that. I also do. I ran into this fella who's got a great voice. He's a cross between Neil Young and um, and the guy from Supertramp, not
oh
Ricky
yeah.
Davies, the other guy. And we started playing together, and we're gonna play our first venue on March the 7th, just as a duet, and
Oh,
me on the
cool.
piano and him on guitar and vocals. And
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that. He sounds exactly like Neil Young.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, make sure you record it.
yeah, I
Put it.
will. I will. I might record our next rehearsal actually, and I'll put a rehearsal tape up on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that. After you invited me up on panel, I'd gone and checked out my own YouTube channel. It's like I haven't touched anything in 4 years.
Oh yeah.
So I've been my sister's been on me about putting something up, so I'll get back into it at some point.
You know what? I It's ridiculous what I do with that. Especially, I put a tablet on in front of me at a rehearsal, and I'll record it, and I just put that out. And it's not the best quality. It's only a tablet, and it's just me. And but it captures the song, anyways. It's
Yeah,
You don't have to get all worry about it getting too pro sounding or anything like that.
right, right.
I mean, you can, but I don't. I put a lot of garbage on my not garbage, but you know what I mean. I put a lot of half-ass
Yeah,
stuff on my channel, and when
yeah.
I do a song, I don't even hardly rehearse it. I just kind of play it and put it on my channel.
Why not?
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
yeah. So, anything coming up for you that you want to talk about, or
Well, sure. We just picked up a new venue down about 40 miles south of here, and we'll be playing there Friday night, which kind of makes up for not being able to play tonight. I was supposed to, play that pizza joint as a duo, and we've got too much snow. They didn't even open the establishment, the
right?
venue.
Yeah.
So, that's good. I'll be working next this weekend. So, and then, like I say, getting together with another group and gonna try and work on some of their material in
Are they
between. So,
originals or they have
no,
albums?
it's a cover band. It's a cover band, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah,
It's still fun.
oh yeah.
So,
Originals is a lot of work, and it's. I mean, most of the time they're kind of shitty. Um, Unless you got somebody that's really talented and has been
yeah,
doing it for a while. Um, so it's tough to go and listen to a band in a bar. doing originals,
It
and
really is.
they're exceptions. And I
Right.
haven't been hearing a lot of that lately. I don't know about you, but I it seems the well is kind of drying up for new artists on the anywhere. Um,
Yeah. I
I
try. I try to listen to the newer music, but I just haven't been able to find that, with the newer music.
Yeah,
I just
I know.
haven't been able to.
There's a handful, and there's some guys that
Yeah.
have the right idea. Uh, but I so stuck back in the music I listen to that I'll listen to. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tedeschi Trucks
Oh,
band.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. So Derek Trucks, he was an Allman Brother for years,
Uh-huh.
and I listened to him there. And then as soon as he had a open started that band with his wife, I'm on board, and I've
Yeah,
been
she's a great singer.
yes, she's got
I
power in
really
her voice.
Yeah. We do a couple of her songs. I do that, Little by Little is one of the songs of hers I do.
Okay,
I used to do a couple of them, back in the old days, but I can't.
yeah, I'm just
And
trying
there's
to.
that soul singer, Joss Stone. Have you
Yep,
heard of her?
I
I
have.
really like her style. Um, and I haven't, but again, I'm trying to learn material that I can play with people right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you there's a song that you really like and you want to do it, but you find the bass part too complicated, or piano part's too complicated. There's ways you're just dumbing it down. And like, do you sing when you play the bass ever, or do you just
Yeah, I'm singing Stormy and a couple of other, just a handful of songs. But
okay at home? Do you practice and sing at the same time, or when you practice,
absolutely.
you do while
Yes.
you okay? So you know what it's like, and
Yeah.
it's just one of those things that if it's a song you want to sing, you just base the main chords or the main
Right.
notes, sing along to it, and just do your best. You don't always
Yeah.
have to get to nail the bass part right on, but
Yeah,
sometimes,
it's like yeah, that song, by the Rolling Stones, "Last Time."
yeah,
Last Time,
this
that
will
one
be
I
the
sing.
last time.
Yeah, I sing that one, and I do simplify the bass line when I'm not singing, or I'm sorry, when I'm singing.
Right.
I simplify that line, but when I'm not singing, I can add a couple of extra notes to fatten it up.
Yeah, I think we all do that pretty much. When you can put your full concentration on the playing, you're gonna tend to play it. Play the heck out of it.
Right. Well,
I
cool.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Betsy, for being my guest tonight. It was really interesting talking to you, and I think we've been on
Yeah.
for a little over an hour now. Oh, we got
Well,
still a
great.
bit of an audience. Is there anything? I know that I did one more thing I did want to ask you. Uh, so, uh, has you find you get a lot of support from your family and your husband in what you do, and uh, performing, and because I'm sure it takes up quite a bit of your time.
Yeah, I'm really fortunate that I have a supportive family. My mom's still alive. She's 83 and I stay with her right now. And she's really supportive. She comes out one I can bring her out to the gigs once in a while.
Oh, neat.
So that's really cool. So hi mom.
Hi, mom.
And my sister, like, we play together. I want to practice more often than my sister does,
Oh
but
yeah.
I need it more. And of course my husband plays with all kinds of groups, and you know, it's I'm lucky to have a lot of support around me. It's just nice to hear, you know, some stranger in Canada saying, "Hey, don't give up, do it,
Yeah,
practice." You know, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Again, I
Musicians got to
appreciate
stick
you.
together.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for
Um,
having me on.
my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm gonna just. Was there any questions that anybody was asking from the side chat, or did anybody want to ask Betsy anything before we let her go? We're taking
No,
questions now.
no, Mari, I'm not singing. Not online here.
You have kind of a deepish voice, I noticed,
I
though.
do.
Are you no, you wouldn't be baritone, but you have a kind of an alto, I guess.
Yeah. In my first band, I sang mostly guy songs. You
Right
know,
on.
Jimi Hendrix. I mean, it's just the nature of my voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, that's probably the best of both worlds. You can get the deep notes, and you can probably still get the high notes too. If you,
yeah, the money notes when I stretch it.
well, that's always the great thing about having a female vocalist because of the range is always a lot better. If you're gonna do something like a Rush tribute or you know, even Neil Young again, or high anybody that sings really high, you got you get yourself a female vocalist, and you got you're covered. I think
I couldn't do that. My
there's
voice is too low to sing Rush.
yeah, there's a Rush copy band called Why Not. And I think they're stateside. They're down your ways, and
Right.
it's a female vocalist. I forget the her name, but she is super talented. She's if you YouTube her, she sings uh, her other stuff also on YouTube. But she is the lead singer for this Rush copy cover band, and
Wow.
she's good. Like she sounds that doesn't sound exactly like Geddy Lee, but puts the energy into her voice
Yeah.
where Geddy does. And why
Wow.
not, folks?
Yeah. I'm more like well, one of my favorite singers, the gal that did Honky Tonk and the old blues chicks,
Oh yeah, like
you
Patsy
know.
Cline, you mean?
Oh no, 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 the old blues women. I
Well,
can't
like
think of her name.
Aretha and
Yeah.
Janet
Oh,
and
what she did
oh
oh, Coco Taylor.
Coco
Coco
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah,
That's who I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I
I
used to do a few of her tunes.
I was listening to recently a lot of Delaney and Bonnie. Do you
Okay.
remember them?
Uh-uh.
No,
No.
eh? I was just going to mention Bonnie Bramlett out of that duo, Delaney and Bonnie, was actually a ICAT, and she was the first white ICAT that
Oh,
Ike Turner had ever hired, was this Bonnie Bramlett. And she hooked up with her husband, and they had a lot of influential friends. Eric Clapton, George Harrison, uh, used to play with them, and but they died off as fast as the '60s died, and by 1971, I'm pretty sure that they weren't around. They were big for a while, and then they disappeared.
hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody AKA Ray just said Big Mama Thornton. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those old blues ladies, man. That's where it's at for me.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
well, yeah, thanks, Mark, and thanks, chat, for having me come up. And you know, maybe I can have my sister join me another time, or
Yeah, that'd
you
be
know,
interesting. Yeah, do
yeah,
that.
maybe,
That'd be really interesting. Yeah, let's do it again, Betsy. We'll check in with you, and
right.
thanks again.
Yeah, thank you. Now I'll figure out how to get out of here. You guys
Yeah,
have a
there's
good
a few buttons. She can just start pushing them. That's normally what I do, and eventually you get to the one that says good
gets me
night to
out.
you.
All right. Thanks so much, man.
Good night, Betsy. That was Betsy Baye, everybody. Uh, we'll just help her get off stage here. Give her the stage hook. Didn't mean to do that, Betsy, but I'm not sticking around tonight and playing any music or anything. I think that it's cold, and I got him battling a bit of a head cold or something. I don't know. My head's all stuffed up, so I can basically what I think I need is some sleep. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Uh, that's right, Mary. We're neighbors. Ontario is right next to Michigan. Oh wow. I haven't been following the chat very good. Okay, Tribbles, thank you. Addie, thank you. Thanks for. Oh, it's Terry was asking a question. I didn't get a chance to answer him. As far as uh, I even forgot what the question was. Thanks, Alethea. Good night, Weston. Have yourself a fine evening. Yeah, I heard actually, Leah. Hi, Leah. I heard that. I've heard Becca Bramlett sing before. She's a pretty good singer herself. Yeah. Who did I hear her with? Did I hear her with Steven Tyler once or something like that on YouTube? I'm pretty sure it was Steven Tyler. Um, Figures you would know, Leah. So we couldn't get Betsy to sing. Maybe next time, eh, Betsy? Okay, well, good night, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Tune in again to Pirate Radio, where we will do it all over again. Perhaps next time we will do it all over you. Good night, everybody. Thanks again. Eh?